All right, it's the 30th of October. We are right here at the newsstand to dish it out once more. You're welcome to Bystanders at Newsstand, your number one newspaper review program on Flip TV. I'm Michael Adekule. All right, our viewers, we appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of this program. We really say thank you to you all. All right, we have different stories today to treat, and we'll be treating these stories one after the other. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I did, and I hope Kunle enjoyed his own weekend.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, and I want to thank God for life. At least I was with my family. We had a good time. We went to church yesterday. And after church, we were together. I mean, for lunch and at home. There's nothing like being with your family.
There's nothing like that. All right.
I really enjoyed it. I thank God for the weekend, and I thank God for the new week.
That was a good one, Kunle. All right, we have the Vanguard newspaper here. We have the Guardian and some other papers today that will be reading to you viewers. Okay, let's quickly go to the Voice of Liberty. I hope the Voice of Liberty is displayed on the screen. The Voice of Liberty. What do I have on the front page of the Voice of Liberty? Federal government wants urgent resolution of Israel-Hamas conflict. The federal government of Nigeria wants a resolution of Israel-Hamas conflict. To the next one, we have a sad story here. That's in Zamfara. One killed as bandits abduct Zamfara monarch. Five others. One killed as bandits abduct Zamfara monarch. Five others. To the major headline on the front page of the Voice of Liberty, marketers hint at 800 naira petrol price amid surging landing cost, worsening FX constraints. To the down parts of the paper, still on Voice of Liberty, Tinubu has breached federal character, says Abaribe. We have in Taraba State, Taraba, many missing as boats carrying over 100 passengers capsizes on insecurity. Okay, moving on to another story here. Still on the same paper, Tinubu's allies allege alienation, emergence of new cabal in Aso Villa. The Nation newspaper was the Nation telling the Nation this morning. I think we have it displayed on the screen. The Nation newspaper. Business obstacles to go. Tinubu assures investors. Business obstacles to go. Tinubu assures investors. NLC threatens boycott of today's review meeting with federal government. The Nigeria Labour Congress threatens boycott of today's review meeting with federal government. So the next one, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper was the Nigerian Tribune saying this morning, NLC threatens boycott of meeting with federal government. Down the paper, we have I directed Kyari Malami to fight $15 billion payment to P and ID, says the former president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. All right, the Daily Trust newspaper. Good morning, Lucky. How are you doing? How was the weekend? All right, thank you so much for joining us. All right, federal government yet to pay 79.3 billion naira peculiar allowance 7 months after. Nia, how you doing? All right. Power minister yet to give policy directive after 2 months in office. Still on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper. Tinubu, northern governors, others mourn as Oinoyi of Igiraland dies at 94. Wow. Many fear dead as boat with over 100 passengers capsizes in Taraba State. You can see the picture on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper. All right, on to the next one. The Daily Times. We have showdown looms as NLC Uzodinma lock-ons Wednesday. Uzodinma in trouble and NLC to storm the states November 1. I think we have it as the headline of today's program. Showdown looms as NLC Uzodinma lock-ons Wednesday. We will hold him responsible if anything happens. Government uses fierce question on state labor leaders. It says, blatant lie, labor governor close. Uzodinma's spokesman. To the next one, which is the newest, sorry, the West. Sorry about that. The West newspaper, APC. Adeleke's 100 billion naira infrastructure plan is scam. That's what the PDP, that's People Democratic Party, is saying. Adeleke's 100 billion infrastructure plan is scam. I think the governor of that state, Adeleke, said the 100 billion naira is meant to develop the state. It's meant for the state in terms of infrastructures. Okay, let's move down to the Vanguard newspaper. NLCTUC, NECA to federal government, alt fall in Naira value. Alt fall in Naira value. That's what we have here. I'm moving down to the down part of the paper. Net foreign exchange inflow falls 54% to $7.29 billion in H1, that's 2023. The last paper, why probe of 11.3 trillion naira refineries maintenance costs will end futility. Why probe of 11.3 trillion naira refineries maintenance costs will end futile. Maintenance cost will end futile. Why the probe of 11.3 trillion naira refineries, the maintenance cost will end futile. That's what we have on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Let's quickly look at the comment section to say hi to the viewers watching us presently. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of this program. Okay, we have Samson Moses saying good morning to everyone. We appreciate you for joining us. Victor Amara, good morning, Flip TV. Wishing you people good things you wish yourselves. All right, we wish you good, wish you well as well. Precious Ikedi, good morning, Michael, and all our viewers. We appreciate you, Precious, for joining us. Abu Africa Monsaya, thank you so much for joining us. Ade Tunde, we appreciate you. King Cross, thank you so much, Judgment Pounds. Gladys Oyabo, she's watching from Rochester, New York, USA. We appreciate you for joining us, Gladys Oyabo. All right, good morning to you, Kule.
Yeah, good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy to be here this morning. I'm so happy this morning. I just don't know. I'm happy for the renewed hope that we need to be working on, and I'm so happy for everybody. Good morning, my people over there. Dolade, the right man, the real man on the platform. I greet you. I greet you. Very intelligent man. Very, very intelligent.
Wow.
I mean,
Why did you
those
say
are the
so?
people. Those are the people we need around to mentor a lot of youths. You know. So I greet every one of you. I greet you from Africa here. I greet America. Good morning. Asia. Good morning. Europe. Good morning. Who else? Anywhere you are, I say good morning to you all.
Anywhere you
Thank God
are,
for a new week here.
anywhere you are watching us from, we say
Yes.
good morning to you all the way from the newsstand
Yeah,
at
really.
Ogba
Really.
in Lagos.
Lagos Southwest.
Lagos Southwest, saying good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Rivers House of Assembly on fire after impeachment threats. Well, Fubara is an issue in that state, and this development comes after rumor of the plan not to impeach the governor. Fubara. What do you think really happened? Do you suspect any political undertone in that menace that happened?
Yeah, who is afraid of Fubara? That's one question I have to ask. Who is afraid of Fubara? And Rivers election, River election was a bit soft. The last election, you can say, there are key players that came out that they want to be presidents. They want to be governor in that state. You could see people like what's it called? This pastor, this one of the pastors in Redeem that holds Sarah Energy. I can't really remember his name. They are just top-notch people, contenders. But they expect what shocked them most was the unexpected candidates that has not even accept the criteria. Is criteria with the state government in what's it called, with Port Harcourt, because it was a chief accountant or so on that Wiki, and Wiki said he trusted him. He will be the one that can be trusted with Rivers money. So to me, it's been a battles of the titans for the politicians in that Port Harcourt, and some of them are fighting deaths. They're going to killing each other. So, but they should allow Fubara to, work. They should let him breathe. He has won. It's more or less like the presidential election. Likewise, people should learn how to concede defeat. So that's just what I say in the Rivers election.
Of course, there was a quick intervention by the fire service in the state, and the inferno was quenched.
Yeah. And you know that what's it called? Amechi himself is on the other side of the fence. Looking for the downfall of the Wike and his successor. So to me now, they should let peace reign in Port Harcourt. Because if peace doesn't reign in Port Harcourt, the renewed hope we are embarking on, Port Harcourt refinery is supposed to come alive by December. Port Harcourt refinery and Warri, something like that, Warri and Port Harcourt coming out alive. And I have to say that, Mike, this morning, I think I have to go deep into what Vanguard carried this morning, the Guardian. You can see the people that have eyes, if they can see clearly.
Yeah, like I said, and I've read the story.
Probe of 11.3 trillion refinery contracts. Maintenance
cost to end futile.
Those people promoting this message, they should be questioned.
That's the civil society organization,
yeah.
the legal practitioners,
they are monetized civil society.
Oil experts.
Yeah, those people should be because they are part of the people that heads this largest. They are part of the people that benefited from the largest of all this 11.3 trillion naira. Let's remove only the 3 trillion naira, the 3 trillion naira alone behind it. Leave 11 trillion naira. Do you know the extent of development, the extent of poverty alleviation that 3 trillion naira will bring as a succor to masses? And some people, there
was a move by the Senate,
yes,
to probe.
Yes, that's a good move.
Yeah, and the civil society organization, legal practitioners, oil experts are saying, what's the need?
Do we still really have civil society organization?
So we're saying they should be questioned. I don't think it's making any sense.
No. See,
they are trying to put us.
They have names of contractors that works on our refinery, right from the Obasanjo administration. We know them. If they don't know their names, I can supply one of their names that started the turnaround of the refinery, maintenance of the refinery, and they will turn around that refinery. Refinery will not turn, will not even move, will not even shake a bit. And these people are pocketing, they are cashing out billions of naira, billions of dollars. And some fascists will sit down there and say they are expecting magic overnight. Some fascists will sit down there and start blackmailing. Is Tinubu involved in all this refinery? What's it called? It wasn't in government then. Instead of we going back to the shafts, the brain box, we are looking around and embarking on propagandas all around. I think our people need to be reorientated. It's not all about when you go to school that you can be knowledgeable. The knowledge is power. Once you went to school, you have no knowledge. It's more or less you're an empty shell. Because all these things are the problem we are facing. Imagine 11.3 trillion naira pumped into this economy for you and I to benefit, not some few charlatans
That sat on it.
And some people that I don't know where that narrow-minded they are, how workable their senses are working. They will now start coming down to probe, even castigating one man. That is the problem of Nigeria today. The man that just came in like how many months now? 6 months, less than 8 months now. You people it's so, that's the youth. That's the disgusting youth we have in this country now. And we need to very, very, very careful. Because when two elephants fight, it's the grass. And what is the grass? It's the youth. The youths know where they're going. If they know where they're coming from, they should know where they're going. These are the enemies of this country. These are these people. 11.3 trillion naira. For God's sake. For God's sake. That money is a huge sum in any economy of the Western world. It's a huge sum.
Now, away from that, there's a story I'm seeing here. Osun APC became over Adeleke's 100 billion naira infrastructural agenda. I think it was last week. The governor of that state talked about what he wants to use the money for. About 45 roads, flyovers, health centers, and all of that. Yeah. Now, why the attack on the governor of the state by the opposition? Yes. When you know that this money is meant for certain infrastructural developments.
Thank you very much. Osun, I think I can be able to talk more about Osun. Osun is a politically polarized state, right? It's more or less a game plan they are having among themselves now is, do me, I do you. Or, do me, I do you, yeah. It's more or less the vengeance of the losing powers, the lost party, that's the APC, have in Osun, is still, tormenting them, because they are not really happy that somebody like an entity like Gbajabiamila spoil their votes for PDP to come into power. So that battle is still there within all these contestants, all these power brokers in Osun state, democratic system. So to me, as it is, Adeleke, well done to him. I'll just give him that kudos for him to bring out 100 billion. And he's saying that 100 billion is not under the Osun debt, what's it called? It's only him that can tell us where he good news for Osun people, for the governor to bring in 100 billion. It did not go to any bank. It did not
to point to the economy.
To point to the economy or infrastructure. And this same guy that he said is going to bring cargo airline into Osun for agricultural, produce, for the movement of agricultural produce across the states, across the region, across Nigeria. So give it to that guy. I want him to bring, and that is why I always say we need an exposed people in Nigeria, exposed candidates that will come from the Western world, that must have studied the Western world policy of governance. So for them to come and reintroduce such into our local system here, and that is what Adeleke is doing. And Adeleke said that money we have to go around. They will not engage any external contractor. It has to be the Osun people that will benefit. So imagine how many multi-millionaires Adeleke will produce with that policy. He's just embarked on. So that's a sensible people, and I want to give kudos to his brother, to Deji, Dr. Deji Adeleke. He's an erudite, accountant, is an erudite economist, businessman, right? And he's a strong ally of Dangote. When Dangote wake up in the day, he doesn't see Dr. Deji, there's something wrong. Something must be wrong there. So it's a family I know very well, and they are very good family. So, but politically, I have to tell the APC in power there that they've goofed and they've lost control of the state, and they should allow Adeleke to work.
Allow Adeleke breathe.
Yeah, they should allow Adeleke to breathe. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that.
All right, now away from that, Olaf Scholz was in Nigeria. I'm talking about the
German Chancellor
of the Federal Republic of Germany.
Yeah.
He visited the president of the country, Tinubu.
Can you imagine?
And during that visit, Tinubu made a statement that it's obvious. He knows that the country is crawling, and he's committed to changing the narrative by developing the country.
Can I throw a banter?
Yeah,
Does this guy know who the German Chancellor is? Does he know that the German Chancellor is in Nigeria for economic bilateral, talks, engagement?
Okay,
does he know those ones? I'm talking to Lucky. They don't know those.
What happened this morning?
What happened this morning?
What happened?
I have to reawake their mind. I have to reawake their brain that you don't just come lambasting, complaining. What's the way forward is what we have now. It's not you just come, you've been paid as a fascist to come and start abusing, to come and start launching propaganda, to come and for the token they give you guys. So let's because it's for the benefit of your children. You must be an adult, I'm an adult, but for the benefit of my children, Nigeria has to work. I have nowhere to run to. And once the refinery can start working, I can tell you for free. Truth is bitter in you guys here. For free, I can tell you guys, by December now, by the time Port Harcourt refinery and Warri refinery start working, to cushion the effects of this action, we are in it together. We are in it together. I'm in it today. But that does not mean I will put the roof on Nigeria. I will pull it down. Don't pull the roof of Nigeria down. We don't have anywhere to go. Please. So your speech.
Let me let you know. Maybe you senior. Thank you. I want to just respond to me. I believe you check your age and check Seyi.
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
You senior him or senior you.
Yes. What?
Now, father is a president. Now you are here, and Pastor Mia is here. What would you go to tell your children to do? You are going to tell them that we should be patient until you grow head or your white head. Number two, Labour now said they are not going to hold meeting with government. Why? Because you don't keep deceiving your children, deceiving people. Enough for deceive. So telling us that refinery, whatever this thing, Vice Chancellor all the way for this thing, Buhari was there for 8 years. He received a lot of presidents. What happened? Today, we are being poorer in Africa, poorer in Nigeria.
Can you allow me?
So let me tell you, Kule, wake up, open your eyes.
Can you allow me? Now, you say government is deceiving Labour. Is Labour not deceiving you? Is Labour not deceiving you? You see how narrow, shallow-minded your mind is. You see how uninformed you
have to be patient. How long will I be patient? How long will Nigeria be patient?
Can you collapse Nigeria and see whether you stay?
You told us that palliative, not palliative. Dollar is rising up to 1,300. Bag of rice almost go to 60,000 naira. Everything has gone down. He's telling us, hold on, you are buying car, 160 million for just one senator. There is still 150 people. Now you are telling me I should be patient. What are you talking about?
See, don't frustrate yourself for your BP not too high. And save,
I don't know. You said
save the life of your children.
Are they paying me?
Now you this man, you are here. You are here. When none of the successive governments. Wait, don't let us be passive like Barbarians.
You have to Labour to be patient, Abi? Labour do not go outside.
Labour is not even on my calendar. Labour is a corrupt element. Labour is a corrupt element. Labour is corrupt element. If you are following Labour, that means you have been paid.
You're telling me
you have been paid to start promoting propaganda here.
Yes,
Chancellor. He's a Chancellor. Economy, bilateral agreement.
He cannot do it.
Why are you talking like this?
He can't.
Don't talk like a market woman. A market woman.
I want to ask you. Did you know what they discussed?
What did they? It's about the economy, right?
Insecurity. The man said, insecurity, I'm going to help. That is what China told us.
With that
today, still increase. You can just say it.
You don't believe in any leader.
Our president should sit down and do something.
See, let me now calm down. Calm your tension down.
The German is there. Let them face their problem. We face our problem.
What's it called? Raf? Or Lucky. You were in this country when you were carried PDP member.
What are you going to do?
I'm going somewhere.
What are you
You were there. You were a card carrying member of PDP then. As of that time, we have 4 refineries that ought to be working because there was money, there was there. that money, while you are aware that all those PDP share the money that you people collected, don't you know you are going to start for it? Don't you know you are going to start for it?
Okay,
Number two, wait. Number two, agreed. Number two, we having successive government in power. That this 4 refinery were there, yes, and they let it. And I have to bust you now. Yes. Can you read well? Why probe of 11.3 trillion naira refinery maintenance costs will end in fourth side? Do you read it? Yes. Do you read it? Who are the people behind this?
I want to ask you.
Who are the people behind this?
During that time, they were eating money. How much was fuel?
People should be reasonable.
When they were eating money that time, how much was they were selling fuel?
Your followers,
now they are not eating money. How much is fuel now? That's another thing.
Are you productive?
In 8 years of APC, which you belong.
Are you productive?
Hold on.
What are you producing?
8 years you belong.
What do you expect the Naira to stabilize?
You belong. I don't produce it. Was the panel working? Did the money barrel pump? Listen, did the money barrel pump for 8 years for the refinery? Did it work? Who's going to prove that?
All of them now is inclusive. They should not accept Buhari. Yes, I want it to prove them. I want it to prove them.
What I'm saying, don't promise it, cannot do.
Don't hear him. Are you
hold on. Yes, he's saying it. Nigerians are speaking. Allow him to speak.
You will say
allow him to speak.
And he's trying to probe now. You say he cannot.
Well, first speak. Why are you
Nigerians narrow-minded?
Let's speak. Now, I asked you when PDP was there, how much was bag of rice? How much was fuel? How much was cement that time? Now, compare 8 years of APC under Buhari and Tinubu. Today, Tinubu is telling us to be patient. I am asking you now, can Tinubu prop Buhari? No, zero. The airline they make noise, airline. Where is the airline? Can Tinubu prop that? No. Road, Fashola did for 8 years. Can Tinubu prop that one? No. Kule, APC, Buhari, they are failed. Stop promising us what you cannot do.
When you talk, how much is the bag of rice there?
Yes.
Is it right that you will sell your destiny because of rice? Is it because of rice you will sell your destiny to them? Did you ask them? Did you ask them that what I need then is a working refinery? As of then, they were giving you rice. And because of yam where you like and food where you like, you forget about the future of your children. You did not work on it. Then any non-productive country.
You don't just wake up say Emilio call. You don't just wake up say it's my turn.
What are you producing?
What has he done?
What are you producing? Let's start from your Benin. From your Benin. What is Nigeria? Let's start from Benin.
Look at the road.
What is the Benin producing?
Did you know Akpabio went to
what is Nigeria producing?
Akpabio
you expect your Naira to stop?
Akpabio said APC. Senator. He went to Ogun State. He started crying. He cried. He said, Ogun State, how can Ogun State be like this? No road, nothing. Kule, you are here making noise. You be ashamed of you, Kule.
Ogun State, as Ogun State, as there's road, as there's no road, Ogun State is still far better than your state. Ogun State is the most industrialized state. As of now, most industrialized state.
Our state.
It's the federal road you're talking about. It's the federal road. It's the federal government. It's the federal government. Your government, did they do it? Under PDP, did they do Lagos Abeokuta Expressway? Did your government do it? Did Jonathan do it?
Do something now.
Did Jonathan do it? And they are doing something. They were awarded that road. Wait.
Do something.
They are awarded that road. You have to be informed. And we need to be coming here to inform you people.
The terminal bridge. Fashola spent 8 years. Now, what's he going around? Say he's going to spend more money again. Who's going to prop Fashola? Who's going to prop Buhari? Can Tinubu do that?
Go to EFCC.
We are not mentioning PDP. PDP has gone. NFP has gone. We are talking now.
PDP alive. Is that did you vote for Atiku?
I did not get PC.
Did you vote for Atiku?
I did not get PC.
Atiku is APC.
Akpabio.
Atiku is APC. You assume that Atiku is APC.
What I'm saying,
your answer is APC.
Stop giving
excuses. You are not stable. You people are confused.
Nigerians are tired.
You are confused. You are confused.
We
are not complaining. It's the way out. I'm looking out. It's the way out.
Come.
It's the way out.
Let's face him. Tell him.
The way out.
Tell him. Do the PDP.
I won't be party to that.
How much is this? How much is this? This one is 1,200.
Speak to the mic. Speak to the mic.
How much?
No, not this.
I'm asking you a question.
I don't know. I don't want issues. Because you people, now, yab. You people are obedient. You lost the election. You don't know how to present your case.
Did you win?
You won.
You still obey
mandate. You are a kid.
We are telling you, still obey mandate.
Political level, you are a kid.
Still obey mandate.
You are a pikin. You are a small pikin. You are a small pikin. You want to transform IPOP into election. You want to transform IPOP, your IPOP agitation into electoral system.
Let's come back to reality.
So the reality is, think of your children. Think of your unborn generation.
So next time,
if they send you, say, then they pay you to come and start to stabilize this government. You cannot do it. And if you go beyond your stage, then they will pick you up and you face the consequences. Mind the speech of your mouth. Mind the speech of, if they have been sent, if Obi has paid you people, if any presidential candidate that lost at you should be told the realistic, so that the truth will not be propaganda. It will not be a paid propaganda. Me, I'm not collecting money from anybody, but you collected money from Atiku. You collected money from Nigeria. They can be angry. If they anger too much, they will pour water on their face. Who is not?
You can see them. They are passing you water. You are still making noise.
As you dress now, are you hungry? See this propaganda man. Are you poor? Are you the poorest of the poor? Are you hungry?
Moderator, police should stop deceiving people. Nigeria is not happy.
No,
don't come and deceive
now
people.
You want to pull Nigeria down, I will not allow you. Instead of that, we'll send you back to your different states. You are due to go to Edo State. I don't know why you are just crying wolf in Lagos State, turning to Nusa. What are you contributing to Lagos? What are you contributing to Lagos? What economic impact are you contributing? You have nothing. You have no value.
Thank you very much.
So this man has no value. Because what economic impact is he putting in Nigeria and the economy? It's just a parasite. So it's a parasite. We don't get anything where they contribute. That's why the country go better. What are you bringing on the table? What do you do for your country? What are you contributing for your country? So now you think the country go just well? You go there, the small country. You think the country go well? Say yam. How much is yam? How much is this? Can't you plant that yam? The yam you are looking for. Can't you plant it?
Now fight no go finish today. If you say una fight no go finish guy.
Because just roaming the bag. It is well.
Mr. Mike, how would you allow them ambush you?
Like you say, Osharo Monday.
No, that's not only
All right, that's the platform for you. Vice President. It's not a studio program, so you should expect this kind of
that spontaneous
action. Yeah,
that spontaneous reaction is lovely.
All right, we're talking about the German Chancellor. As schools, he visited the president. I think he's still in Nigeria, not making a mistake. And the president, during that visit, talked about the nation. He said he knows the nation is crawling. He's committed to bringing the nation out of the crisis it is now. He talked about development, infrastructural development, talked about security and all of that. How soon can we get all these things? How soon? Because Nigerians are losing patience. You should know that. How soon can the president hit the ground running on all this?
Thank you, Mr. Mike, for that question. Good morning, Philippians, viewers, commentators. Well, over the weekend, we saw the German Chancellor ride in our country, and I think that's a sign of good omen, because we understand that Germany belongs to the G7. I mean, this is Germany belongs to world powers, and from what the German Chancellor submitted yesterday, he said they are collaborating with Nigeria because of hydrogen. Nigeria has abundance of hydrogen, and because hydrogen serves as an important ingredient for the energy transition into clean energy to power the economy. So I believe the president should go into a very, mutual and a symbiotic deal, because Nigeria, as we lack so many technical know-how. It's a pity today that we don't know how to produce even a common, using a wood to produce a common, very beautiful furniture. from start to finish. We always find ourselves importing either the saw, we import the nails. It's a pity. So I think it's a good omen for us, and I think it's only expected of all Nigerians as of today to be hopeful that this country will move from this economic doldrums that we are into economic prosperity. I think it is also fair and a show of sincerity for the president to admit that the economy is in a crawling state. This is not as a result of his own decisions. This is as a result of our past leaders. Our past leaders should have invested so much in our industrialization. But you know what they did? They invested in subsidizing our forex. And that will never in any way allow us to industrialize. We now today understand that we are not productive. I can tell you categorically that the most productive region, aside from those oil-rich states, the most productive region collectively, when we talk of collective, I mean northern and south, considering all the states, I can tell you they are the northern parts of Nigeria because they are the one feeding us. If these guys say they are not going to farm, I can categorically tell you that most people in the south might starve. They might starve.
About the eastern part.
Eh?
What about the eastern part?
I'm talking about, when I mean south, I mean generality of the south. Both the south, east, south, and when I'm talking of the north, I mean generality of the north. We in the south, we are always of this mindset that farm is not for us. Farm is for the northerners because they are uneducated. And you know what pushed us to that? Because of the dollar subsidy. Yes, we saw farming as a dirty job. We saw farming as a dirty job, as a job for what? For illiterates. Okay, if we are talking of being productive, I can tell you that if all states begin to take the agricultural sector very seriously, the North will beat the South hands down. Because they are halfway there. They are halfway there. Yes, we understand that the geography of the country favors them in terms of arable land. And in terms of putting in the efforts, they are there halfway. Most of our infrastructure, the early infrastructure we had in this country, was built using the earnings made from agriculture. So my take is this. We the South, we the North, we have to come together. The South must stop this idea that dollar. Let me tell you, 70% of the business we do in the South is all about importation. Whereas we should have been the ones setting up factories. If we claim to be educated, if we claim to have gone to school to know the theories and the practicals, engineering, you have more engineers in the South than in the North. You have more doctors in the South than in the North. You have more chemical biochemists, you have more food engineer, agriculture. You have more graduates in the South than in the North. We should have been the ones setting up factories here and there. But because of the dollar that has always been subsidized, you see, we will never think of setting up little factories. We will never think of industrializing. We will never think of innovating. Okay? All we always think of, let me get some money, let me get some millions, go to China, import, even the smallest things we could have made here. Let me go and import fabrics. Let me go and import shaving stick. Let me go and import. You can imagine. So Tinubu understands this, and this is why he took the decision right from the one. Let us take away the subsidy. Do you know that if subsidy has been taken away all along, we would have found solution to our problems, especially in terms of energy? We would have. That made people start thinking about gas, using gas for generator. They say there's a common saying that, but when you have an easy way out, you don't invent. It's impossible. Over the years, if we have always had this subsidy removed by our past leaders, we would have created engines to create coal-powered, machineries, human-powered machineries, just like they have in Indonesia. I use Indonesia as an example. In Indonesia today, they don't have 100% power electricity coverage. Some of their factories, especially fabric machines, milling, what's it called? Textile, fabricating machines. In Indonesia, there are many factories that now human being like bicycle like this, and you see the machine working, producing textile clothes. Now imagine if the Indonesian government now starts subsidizing dollar against their currency. People will not go for the local produce. They will go for the imported one because they believe that since dollar is not cheaper, we can go to China. China has the economies of scale to produce things at ridiculously cheaper rates. And then they bring it down to their local market, and then they flood the market. And you know what happens to the local producers? They get pushed out. So we, as a people, we need to come back to our nation and understand that we need to invest in it. The government cannot do everything. It's
Okay.
impossible.
All right. Away from that, let's travel to Imo State. I doubt if an election, will take place in that state, or if we have a peaceful election in that state with the crisis that is emanating.
You see, my brother, those two states that are right now on a time bomb is Kogi and Imo State.
Because presently, the Nigerian Labour Congress has said it will storm that state November 1.
Which is
Protest,
next tomorrow, right?
to protest non-payment of salaries of workers. So many of the workers in that state have died due to lack of payment of their salaries. The government is owing some of the workers about 20 months salaries or so. Do you think with this crisis going on there and the insecurity they are facing in that Imo State, do you think there will be a peaceful election?
Let me tell you, there's going to be an election and APC will win. It's unfortunate to say it, but that's the truth. Let me tell you why. It's going to be a very, very volatile day. That day, we might see daggers, knives flying around. People, they'll be serious. When I mean massive voters apathy, everybody will stay in. Secondly, the Biafran Liberation Army, they've also declared that day they will ensure nobody comes out to vote. That is even beyond the NLC. Simon Ekpa said that he wants to start with his, revolution from Imo State. That Imo people, not one single finger would be used to thumbprint on that day. Uzodinma will ensure in his own way that in his weak zones, he suppresses voters. Now let me tell you, places like Owerri, the capital, and the likes, where there will be massive security presence, there will be vote, and that vote will go in favor of APC. These are just well scripted, sins. The Labour Party has been bought over. Forget about what they are saying. The former Labour Party, Labour Union president I think, as of 2 months ago, joined Uzodinma. What did the Labour Union? Why did they wait for how many months? They said they have an arrears of how many months? Over 20 months. What were they doing that they needed to wait for that period of time? Okay, now that we are closer to election, is that not politically, instigated? So let me tell you, those guys are just joking. And this is what Uzodinma wants, so that there will be so much crisis for him to be able to perpetrate everything he wants. The people that are heading him are Simon Ekpa, the Biafra guys, the supposed Labour Union guys who say they want to storm there. They are going there to bring unrest. Now, Uzodinma will have his zones whereby he will put his police securities. The people that will come out, oh, want to go vote. Every other place, they know that people will not be able to go out. It's as simple as that. And that will work for him.
Strategy.
Perfect strategy. Now, let me go back to, quickly, let me touch on Port Harcourt. I saw that Wike and Fubara are having serious loggerhead.
And the State House of Assembly there.
It's unfortunate that they couldn't, through maturity, settle their differences. In life, there's what we call godfatherism. It's everywhere. Your mentor, your this or that. Wike has been so much, overbearing. Fubara is being pushed by his kinsmen. Don't forget, Fubara is an Ijoma. The Ijaw people are known to be very stubborn. After they take some shots of kind. Fubara that I see, I know He doesn't have the charisma to withstand Wike, but he's being pushed. He's being pushed. It's as simple as that. People are telling him, Oga, stop being a puppet to your master. Wike too is also wrong because he's being too overbearing, he's being too over excessive and being too, too domineering. So, though they have started the impeachment process, by the way, they burnt the House of Rep this yesterday, but they have started the impeachment process. And this is why I told you guys that on this platform that until we begin to face our National Assembly and State Assembly, this country will not go. You can see the power of the House of Rep. You can see the power that they are the only one that can sack a governor. So why are we the people? Why have we not stood up against the National Assembly, even against the president? I've always told you that it doesn't matter who the president is. If you have an effective National Assembly, that president will do well. Yesterday, Ali Ndume, the chief whip of the Senate, was on one of the media outlets. He said that people should rise up and hold them accountable so that they can hold the executive accountable. What is Ali Ndume trying to pass to us? Ali Ndume is dancing naked in the market squares, as simple as that. But our Nigerians are too docile and unintelligent. They don't know that the people that we are supposed to hold responsible at the national level are the speakers at the Senate.
Simply means if they hold them responsible.
Why is Wike afraid? I mean, why is Fubara afraid? Because he knows that the state reps can impeach him, and they have pushed for it. Out of how many? I think about out of 30, 24 have pushed for his impeachment. He's scared. It is going right now in Rivers State. Look at what is going on in Ondo State. The deputy governor is scared because he knows that the House of Speaker can impeach him. The same thing relates to the National Assembly. But if we, the people, stand up, until we stand up, look at that 160 million. That is a perfect example for us to rise against them. The labor union, whom should be the one to galvanize us, those ones have been bought over, they are not thing to speak about. The people should stop focusing on the president. I want to repeat it. I beg everybody, let us start focusing our energy on the National Assembly. If we not allow them, they sit.
The lawmakers.
They are the lawmakers. They can make laws to compare the president. People will say that president has Akpabio in his pocket. It is because they are not pressurizing Akpabio. If we begin to pressurize Akpabio, is either he bends, he yields, or Akpabio will either yield or he confesses. Through his action. Because when we start pressurizing him, right to his corridor, we pick the deputy, we go to House of Reps, we pick, what's his name? Who is the House of Reps for that federal? Jibarawa, don't forget that man. We pick the four of them, we start pressurizing. Okay, one our pass bill, say we want local government autonomy. One our pass bill, say this. We stand on that too. Every time. They will pass it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Let's play, have you?
Yes, your view. Well, sometimes I try to picture myself because I don't talk for this platform, you don't talk. And I'm a member of this platform. So that if I sometimes want to pass, I say no, I beg and just deliver work for this platform. And I love this platform.
So people do like your your comment, your analysis on the platform. People appreciate you as well. Yeah, the chief of staff, the president, has said that no amount of propaganda can distract the president. Of course, you are aware that the Supreme Court, that's the apex court in the land, affirmed Gbajabiamila, Tinubu, the winner of the February 25 poll, on which there were reactions last week. Reactions still ongoing till this moment. Now, the German Chancellor, Olaf Scholz, visited the president over the weekend with me. They deliberated on a lot of issues. And the president said something that we need to take so seriously. He said he knows that the country is crawling, but his administration will do something to make sure Nigeria comes back to life. How do you feel about this statement? Do you still have hope in the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
I don't know. We don't have hope. There's no hope. Tinubu speak with his own mindset his own intellect and his own mind, and as his spirit show him to do. Eh? As a man, he speak as a man. Eh? All what he sit down there, see things they go fix Nigeria, go fix Nigeria, go fix, that's what he think. Eh? But what this Bible own? What he say? He says, shall no flesh can a man prepare. Yoruba no get time for Bible. Mostly. Bible work, Yoruba no get time. They get time for their assignment, get time for their whatever they believe. But this word is talking something important. He says, shall no flesh can a man prevent. All what you talk, don't fight for me, don't cry for me. I book for that office for long. I'm going to deliver you. Don't worry about it. Everything is okay. Tinubu will what? It will be worse than shit. We know what is going on in the country. Tinubu will worse than it will worse and worse and worse. Tinubu.
Well, you were supporting Tinubu.
I support him. Eh? I declare that he will win because I know he will win. Eh? But knowledge to rule is not in him. Does that mean?
So why you do support him? When you knew the knowledge to
why
rule?
I support him is that somebody asked me, they say pastors are prophesying. Who do you think he go win the election? I said Tinubu go win. And I win.
Did God tell you Tinubu will win, or you just...
I know she go win.
You knew he would win?
You win. Because I know...
Not that you predicted.
Yes, I know predict. I know that you will surely win.
God didn't tell you.
Didn't tell me.
Okay, just predict.
I know that he win and he win. Now what I'm trying to say that he win is this. Nobody in APC or PDP, PDP or Labour Party can defeat him. He's a strong man, he can't defeat him. So that's why I know very sure that he will win. But not that I'm in the side of Tinubu. I just see he will win. I'm in the side of Jesus Christ. If Tinubu want to be facts, deliver the nation from bondage, Tinubu must do what? Done to this one.
This is Bible you are holding.
Of course.
Tinubu is not a Christian.
It's a babalagu.
No, he's a Muslim.
Fake Muslim, maybe?
I'm not saying that. I know the president is a Muslim.
Listen.
And as he's sitting president of the nation, and as he's ruling over 200 million people,
I'm coming.
He's a president of all.
If Tinubu is a Muslim, he would have done our nation like Dubai. Now Dubai, Muslim they rule.
And in 6 months,
he's coming now. Even one blow of his speech, don't turn the nation. It's a power. If Tinubu is a really Muslim, they would have turned Nigeria to what? To Libya.
In 6 months.
I said just a speech turned Nigeria to something. If Tinubu is a Muslim, they would have turned Nigeria to Saudi Arabia.
In 6 months.
I mean a day speech. First broadcast, don't turn the nation to what? Light. Tinubu is not a Christian, neither Muslim, is what is pure, powerful Babala woman. You hear me? That's what Tinubu is. You cannot say you be Christian or you be Muslim. You can't practice what is in your Quran.
Have you met him at Babala's place?
I know him very well as a wise man that this man is not a Christian or Muslim.
That's what I'm asking you. Have you met him?
I know what this man is programming. It's pure for my own. I'm a psychology. I'm a spiritual man. I know him deeper. I now go deep. I know that this man is not a Christian nor Muslim. He's a Babalawo. And the Babalawo cannot save the nation. The nation can only be saved by what? Either a pure born again Muslim or a pure born again Christian. That's what can save the nation. So what Tinubu do now? All what he talk in his own mind, in his own belief. But this one not go tell him say, since you don't include me, forget about it. He can never make it till he die for that place. He can never. Let me tell you, Nigeria is stuck. 8 years of body we are stuck. We go stuck again for 8 years. That's 16 years. No move, no plan. You're a young man now, no plan. You want to marry, not be married. You want to build house, not be build house. Nothing work. Stuck. Everybody look for this. This same no even day. How much dollar now? How much fuel? How much gas? A kg of gas. That we are wasting in your land. They are wasting it.
1 kilo, Abi.
In Ubenekan in your land, they are wasting the gas. You burn every day.
1 kg.
1 kg is
1,200, Abi. That's one.
Now we get them. Fuel, now we get them. Understand me? This thing, now we get them. It's all come from crude. If a crude can be born crude, People can do concrete and bring crude. That made the most powerful crude on earth. They will suffer for what we get for that estate. Akwa Ibom oil come from ocean. As ocean be, now oil be for you to know how God bless the nation. But Tinubu that will do everything. He fuck up. He talk so much of talk that he thinks he go fit do for his own mind. How dare you? This is what I tell you. You know, all your mind said, I go fit drum. You carry money, give to somebody, you go sign something to somebody. You know, you go stand up for sort of good one. They go fuck you up. You must clean your team. Bible says when Gideon want to go to war, what did Gideon do? Bible says clean the soldier. Out of 10,000 soldiers, Gideon ended up carrying only 300 men for 10,000 soldiers. Tinubu is in a war front. Which soldier do you carry to follow you for the war? Will your minister deliver? Will your governor deliver? With your people that you be at the team of the war, will they deliver for you to become great in Nigeria? They cannot deliver. It's not Tinubu. You're the talk. It's your governor, your ministers, your teamwork that they could deliver. Nigeria become. You are sitting down for us, sending them do this. You just sit down and talk. Do you know their mind? We are human. If we don't exalted by power of God, we can never spring. They don't bond well. When you know say God get power pass you, he's a jealous God. If you take something out of him, he go tell you say navigate the world. The pastor, yes. Tinubu don't know the fact to know to what challenge the nation. You don't sit down and talk. I go do this. Bros, you don't go fit drum. You don't go fit. One statement of Mr. President for fourth broadcast don't change the nation. People don't see the shape. Oh, Nigeria don't jubilate.
But he has made several statements.
Oh, what he talk he talk nothing. And come up for GPN. If I stand for my first broadcast, I could say, from today, fuel is worth $5.59 for the Nigerian go jubilate. Ooh, I don't win with that.
Don't forget that during his inauguration, he said first subsidy is gone. And it's gone forever.
That is what he said it's gone. That's where he keep
and we are seeing the effects.
Listen to me. All presidents, listen to me. All presidents have small fear to humanity. They threaten them to remove that subsidy. When they have what advisor, they now call them. This subsidy want to remove. How they go down? They now tell them this is what will happen. The president do what? The party is a cakeboard mind. They say no, we're not going to remove them. Because what? Because of the heat to the nation. When Tinubu come, you don't even enter office for them to advise. He declare it. Boom, it finished the nation. Tinubu, you cannot make it. Leave the seat. Listen. You have become the president. You say, Miloku, it's my turn. Fine. You not promise anything. You not promise Nigeria anything. You just say, it is my turn. You talk again for December last year. When you come for Lagos, you say, I invoke the power of a Miloku, my turn to win the election. It was your turn. What you know? Don't tell Nigeria want to do it. This is my turn. I want to sit down for that seat. I want to sit down for that seat. My turn. That's what you need. And you don't sit down. You don't sit down for that seat now. The whole world don't record you as a Nigerian president. They don't count a year for you, days for you, days here. They don't count it for you. Don't enter the Guinness Book of Record. Tinubu resign. You can never make it. If you make it, this Bible is a liar. If Tinubu make it, see the Bible. The whole world are watching it. This Bible is a liar. If Tinubu make it.
The appointments of ministers.
Even if I appoint you from America, from Dubai, from Asia,
technocrats.
Nobody can never do it. Please give me this book.
The new service chiefs to conquer insecurity in the country. What are you holding? Okay.
This is what Tinubu is. Broom government. All these things now human being. They stick together as what? Corrupt men to destroy the country. Nothing to move on. Nigeria will stop. Not be symbol of a party is supposed to be this thing. Everything is fixed today. It was 10 shit. Nothing for Tinubu. Nothing for you. Your symbol put you in bondage. The symbol of your party put you in bondage. Broom. What is broom? Broom is sweep batting or stain batting. The more Tinubu try to green batting to bring Nigeria to success, the thing this Tinubu said was corrupt. Tinubu campaign managers must corrupt.
You know, broom is also a symbol of unity.
No be there unity for broom. Can you break broom? No unity for broom.
That's unity.
That is the unity of corrupt men.
Don't you think it can unite Nigeria?
To unite Nigerian in what? In corrupt men to unite. No be men of light. Nigerian can be unite together with corrupt men. All the people they are corrupt men. Apart all of them, all they are corrupt men that are stealing down there. They just are going to unite the broom. Unite the broom to what? Bring corrupt men to destroy our life. You get nothing. Nigeria has to. We are stuck. We are stuck in the nation. Nobody move on. We are stuck. Bros, Buhari 8 years, nobody plan. You plan. Nigeria plan for 8 years for Buhari. What did you see to plan? Tinubu for 8 years, we don't go plan, nothing to plan. People cannot marry, we are dying. Where money to take money to come take food? All of us are mama put. How many people can cook food today, soup in a pot?
Good soup.
Good soup for pot, who can cook again? What can you cook? Can you cook?
You spend 10,000.
To cook school soup in a pot?
Yeah. Now.
So can you even cook soup?
Am I right? 800, 700, 800.
Hey, family man now they carry cooler.
850.
They all carry cooler for back. They all carry cooler for back. Go to where they are going for work. Bros, Sika, they go and chop food.
At a party.
We are dying. Tinubu is dying. We are tired. But you never see hungry for Nigeria. You never see hungry. Maybe God don't bless you. Never see hungry. If you see hungry, they say they want to keep just one bag of rice for that place, for that roundabout. Yes, that roundabout. My brother, if you see crowd, you go run. You go see them. You go cry for Nigeria. Just one bag of rice. Who see food chop? Even biscuit now, now 10 naira. Before you buy better one, now 10 naira.
Before it was 5 naira, 10 naira. Now you can still get 50 for 50 naira.
Children cry for Nigeria, they cry for hungry. Children, they cry for hungry. Children, they cry for hungry. Mommy, I'm hungry. Mama say, go buy biscuit. They go buy biscuit, bros. The children chop biscuit and drink water.
Yeah, the president has said it. Told us that the hardship will soon go.
He talk as a man, he don't do it. Tinubu say don't sign for us to go correct loan and go to school. You ever see it? Tinubu say don't keep palliative, it is us here. Tinubu say don't reduce it. Wait till you see Tinubu the way it is us here.
Can we have
patience? Fans.
Can we be patient?
By his fans, he can never make it. Listen to me.
Can we be patient?
When you add palliative, they add palliative because you know they're hungry, but they add palliative. The same thing is happening. What freedom are we seeing?
I'm asking you a question. Can we have that? Can we be patient for the president? Is it possible?
My brother, as I stand so, listen to me. As I stand so, don't say Nigeria and finish. If you person, you are patient as yourself as a man. You are not a trouble man. I'm not a trouble man. I'm not a fighting man. Now we talk so we are patient because something will happen. Don't think of it.
If you know too much, you want the right thing. We can too much.
That Tinubu know that you cannot make it. Now take a look. A man that live in one room, that want to go 2 rooms, he go remain for 1 room. Nothing move. A man that don't for 2 we want to went to 2-bedroom flat. He go remain for 2 bedroom. He don't move. A man that live in a flat to go to 3-bedroom flat, he go remain. He can't just move. You are just stuck.
Stagnant, right?
Stagnant. Can't move. He can't have dream. A man that said I go build house tomorrow, he go stop. I go buy motor tomorrow, he go stop. My baby will go university, he go stop. Nothing moves.
I am telling you that.
Resign, Mr. President. I give it to Allah, resign.
All right, let me just give this one. Sorry. Good morning, sir. Come closer a bit. All right. Your name, sir?
My name is Amos.
All right, sir. You're from which state?
Oyo State.
Oyo State.
Yes.
Wow. What part of Oyo?
Thank you very much.
All right, sir.
As people complain that Tinubu will not make it, he's a blue member. He's a blue member, APC. Make Tinubu spoil APC. And it's not only Tinubu again refinery for outside Nigeria. Many people are getting refinery Please, make we talk to labor, most labor, whether they sack, to find people who get the final outside the country, to let them define our fuel in Nigeria. In Nigeria, that refinery wey no work for this Nigeria, na it cause problem. Not only Tinubu get refinery for outside the country, there are plenty labor people. Make them find those people and call them. Make them find labor those people wey get refinery for outside Nigeria. Make labor find them to let them know that there are some people in Nigeria. People are suffering because of this fuel matter. People are suffering. Not only Tinubu get refinery. When they talk to Tinubu that we can't do anything for Nigeria, it's not only him. There are plenty. When they get refinery from outside Nigeria, let labor call them, discuss with them how they want to do this refinery for Nigeria. When they call the people who get refinery from outside Nigeria, not only Tinubu get refinery, there are plenty. There are plenty. Make labor find people who get refinery from outside Nigeria. Make them discuss with them. People are suffering. Nigeria no go collapse.
And do you think Nigeria will scale through? Do you think this will pass away?
Yes, this one.
The suffering, the hardship.
That's why I'm talking this one to you now. Let labor see people who get refinery from outside Nigeria.
Okay.
And discuss with them that how they will make it when they will refine our fuel in Nigeria. Make labor instead of to slack. Make the refinery who get refinery from outside Nigeria.
All right.
So when the fuel come down, Nigeria don't settle. Nigeria will settle.
Fuel is the major issue.
It's a major issue.
You are facing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's making people suffer.
And once refineries
Yes.
are fixed up, there won't be
No problem again.
fuel prices again.
Yes.
The dollar will come down.
We come down.
Many
It's best we
things.
come down.
There will be good
Living
turnaround.
taxes will come down. Both markets
Everything, inflation will come down.
will come down.
There won't be
Our dollar will
inflation.
raise up. Our dollar will get power.
Okay.
Eh? Let labor get people who get it for that first hand.
All right, Daddy, thank you
That
so
is
much.
what bless you. That
Yeah,
keep you.
sir.
We will live life in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, sir. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, David. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning to you, Mr. Mike Adekunle, and to every crew watching us from abroad.
All right.
Wonderful new week to everyone. Good morning to everyone. Kudos.
All right. You can also subscribe to our sister channel for TV Plus. That's another channel where you can get quality information, good content. Please subscribe on that channel for TV Plus. You can also watch us live on Facebook at Flip TV NG. Flip TV NG. Our social media handles are right on the screen. You can also join us on those handles. David, you're welcome on board once again. It's another good week.
Exactly.
I welcome you to Bystanders Arts News Stand.
Always keeping it real with the Senate President.
All right, thank you so much.
Street journalist himself.
All right, Oshun, APC, PDP, Bika over delegates 100 billion infrastructural agenda. The APC said it's a scam. Is this a scam? Someone that is trying to develop a state, the Osun State governor, Adeleke.
I think at this point, nobody can beat his or her chest boldly and say that money is a scam. Because the governor himself has highlighted the projects, he has marked the projects that the funds will be used for. What APC failed to do. So, I think on the other hand too, it's just way of politics. Because the governor himself, the people of the state are happy with the progress so far, in which the governor has made. The governor has made tremendous achievement in the states. He has been paying backlog salaries, which the former governor could not pay. So for that alone, and then they have been so far so good. The governor have now been innovated, and then they have related about 15 medical health centers. There was one, we went there live last week for works to begin there, where there were no hospital beds. So people of the state are happy with him. So APC on the other hand, when they were given that opportunity to rule the state for good 16 years, no, I think 12 years, and Adegbero for 8 years, and then Oyetola rule for 4 years. What did they do? So if they have failed, let them go back and sit down. Let this governor complete his 4 years before they can come out to 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 criticize him to criticize him. But see, for now, the governor is bent on delivering dividends of democracy to the people, and then and then indigenous of the state are now seeing what the governor has been doing. For a governor to have been paying salary, it is not welcome development. You know how it has been in United States. Civil servants get half salary, not even the present month, probably the previous month. For good 4 years, Oyetola could not pay salaries, and that was one of the major reasons the people of the state did not vote him. That was the reason why he refused, because a government that refused to pay salary, where will he get money to build infrastructures in the state? But this one came on board. He said, I will pay your salary, and then again now he has also budgeted money for what? For infrastructures. So to me, it's a welcome development. FPC in the state should not drive propaganda. Rather, they should support
The administration.
the governor, administration, and then build a better Osun state, because politics will not help, irrespective of the political affiliation or the political party you have. Osun state belongs to everybody, either PDP, Labour Party, everybody. So no right thinking person who wants his our state not to progress because of politics. So the government is trying and is doing too well. So I believe APC on their own should join hand with him and then let them build a better Osun state.
Right. Now it's glaring that trouble is about to loom in Imo State. And how do you think the governor of that state, Uzodinma, can avert this trouble? Are they ready for the showdown? That's number one. Number two, if NLC storms that state, do you think there will be peace in that election that will be taking place?
Uzodinma legs is shaky. In the first instance, he didn't win election. He did not win. Supreme Court gave him. Yes, someone that came forth in the 2019 general election. Buhari took him. He went to court. Buhari connived with the Chief Justice and then gave him power. He did not win. So next. So I will not be. I will not see, and I don't think in the election there will be an upset, because the people of the state are actually waiting for him. It is time for them to come out and then exercise their franchise so that they can vote him out. Even when peradventure he became the governor of the state by accident, now as he leave expectations of people, as he delivered, every day there has been crisis in the state. This is a man that said he could not pay salaries. So why do you think Labour want to intervene? Civil servants in the state are dying of hunger. He's owing them about a year plus. He has refused to pay salaries.
And that's violation of workers' rights.
That is the violation of the Labour Act. Nobody would want to work and then without not being paid. You are getting federal allocation monthly. What stops you from doing the needful? So I think
is it a good move by the Nigerian Labour?
It is a good move. One thing I want to say that they themselves should not go there and then be brought over by the governor. That is my fear, because these guys can come on here and then chant, make noise. Probably on getting to Imo State, governor will tell them, Labour, calm down. I go to transfer money for you. So that is my fear. But this move is a very good move. It is high time Labour need to know their rights. Labour have power to checkmate the policies of government, to know the well-being and the well-being of their members. But one thing about it is that Labour has just closer. The government have so killed Labour that Labour can can no longer speak up their mind. But thank God for the move in Imo State. And then thank God this is coming towards the build up to the election. No right thinking politician will do workers money towards next month is the election. And you're having issues with the civil servant. My brother, oh, voted Martin law is gone.
It's Charles State, and
Yeah.
let's see what Charles will say about this issue ongoing in Imo State. Why the probe of 11.3 trillion naira refineries that maintenance cost will end full time? That's what civil society organization, the legal practitioners, and oil experts are saying. Why the probe? You know, there was a move by the Senate to probe this case, this issue. What do you have to say?
It is. I think I stand with the civil society group. If you could remember the probe when Akpabio was the minister of Niger Delta, that was being probed. How fruitful was that probe? How effective was that probe? What was what was the outcome of the probe? We've seen so many probes. Even when they was at Attorney General embezzled funds, what was the outcome? Even when minor siphoned pensioners' funds, what was the outcome of those probes? We've had numerous probes in this country. How effective was it? How fruitful was it? What happens after the committee has recommended implementation for something to be carried out? Nothing has been done. So I think the same thing. But why would the government keep on paying for keep on maintaining
the maintenance of refineries?
Yes, all of our refineries when these refineries are not working.
So what's the essence?
It's uncalled for. I think on that avenue is like giving some few individuals money out of the national cake, and the person himself knows himself. A maker of what stops federal government from ending this contract? This man is just milking the country. Buhari did that for good 8 years. Jonathan has been doing it. Now Buhari is doing it. And now, Mr. Kule, I heard him saying all sort of trash. They are saying, see, it's a good move. What move? Even those that want to probe this issue of refinery want to get slot too. Want to build for their company to be giving this contract to. Majority of the senators that want to probe this issue of this refinery want to lobby too. That has always been the case. Don't forget, it was Akpabio when he was probed doing that NEC scandal. He told the senator, he said, don't I give you contract? He told the senator to his front, don't I award
contract to you,
to your own agency? So these guys are best of the feather. So it's like say thief, one probe thief. Is it possible? They are guilty of all this. So I think this issue of probe to me is just medicine after death.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you so much. One love.
Thank you.
All right, Charles.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
Happy New Week.
Yeah, you're
all
welcome.
our viewers all over the world.
What's happening in Imo State? So much crisis going on there. Non-payment of salary, insecurity, and all of that.
What?
Are you ready for the showdown? The Nigeria Labour Congress is to storm your state come November 1. November 1 is just a few days away.
Once again, good morning, Mr. Michael, our viewers. I greet you all. You see, my brother, what is going on in my state is no more a new thing because these are things one has been saying for some time now. On the based on the regime of this young man that called himself Hopu Zademba. Honestly speaking, what is going on there is not that nobody is happy. And you cannot ask somebody to go and work for you while you know fully well that person is hungry and then you know that there are some effects, things that you needed to put in place for that person to be able to so that the effectiveness of that person working for you will be very, very much in a very good visible. Thank you very much. But what we are experiencing in Imo State, honestly speaking, Imo State happens to be, if he happens to come down from, if you know Imo State very well, it's a flexing area, you know. But because of the insecurity and because of what is going on now. I remember in those days when we were in Port Harcourt, we found out that every weekend people would travel all the way from Port Harcourt to Owerri just to, celebrate their weekend and still go back. But what are we seeing? We are seeing a situation whereby insecurity have taken the orders of the day in the regime of these Hopus or them. And honestly speaking, you cannot continue to rule people when you know that the assessment of people has not been met by you. People are dying. How many are the laborers that you are owing? How much will you be able to pay them that will satisfy them? Can most of, the problem that most of these politicians have is that a lot of them doesn't go to market. They don't go to market, they don't buy anything. Anything they needed is there, will be provided within their house and territory. You know what I'm talking about. So if they happen to go to market, honestly speaking, the sufferings and the they will know what people are passing through. We see Nigerians. If you can bring any average Nigerian now and ask him, what is your problem? Average Nigerian will not even tell you that he wants to buy a car now. You want to buy this, you want to build a house. Average Nigerian right now, presently, will tell you that he wants to feed 3 times a day. Because of the suffering, what is Imo State turning to? Imo State, very peaceful area before, but I don't know what has come over that same governor. You know that this God has bestowed those people in your hands for you to. There's something these people normally forget. The senators, the governors, the presidents, both the former and the president, they forgot the fact that they were once under the labor themselves. Because you cannot tell me that you as a governor, you were not able to work either in government, except if you're a businessman, you don't have anything to do with labor. Are you getting me? A lot of them has worked under the labor. A lot of them were under the agencies of labor. Either in one way or the other, maybe you are a worker, or maybe you work through. Look at the senators. So many of them are teachers. And as a teacher, you are still under the labor, Nigerian Labour Congress. But today, God have suited or catapulted most of them to a very nice position today, and they have forgotten the fact that this labor is also where they started from. So nobody is happy with whatever that is happening in my state. That is the reason why when you ask anybody to even travel back now, it's a problem. Because you don't know when and who is even at the helms of even coming to harm you when you have nothing to do with anybody. So the governor himself should be very, very careful, because the Imolites are not smiling anymore. Nobody is happy. Are you getting me? You cannot meet an Imo man now and you expect him to be very, very much happy on what is happening in his own state. Look at other states. We're a place where you expected to see insecurity rampaging that particular state. That is not what we're expecting now. That's not what we're seeing. But we're seeing a different thing. Imo State that happens to be a peace-loving state. And everybody knows about that. Very peaceful. But what is going on now? The government, if you know that these are things that you have done that is not in order, that could have put the insecurity, the peaceful coexistence of your citizens in at stake, why not go ahead and ask questions? So what is your problem? So Imo State, what we are just praying that God should, the intervention of God, that's exactly what we are praying for.
All right, the intervention of God, that's what Charles is praying for in Imo State.
That's my state.
We're also praying for God to intervene in the issues we're facing in Nigeria. The president has promised to take the country out of poverty, has promised infrastructural development, has promised to tackle insecurity, and so on and so forth. Over the weekend, German Chancellor visited the president on bilateral talks. We had several talks about the state of the nation, in which we expect good things to start coming out of the meeting they had. Charles, can the president hit the ground running now? Now that the Supreme Court has affirmed him the winner of the February 25 poll. Just like the Chief of Staff, the President said, Gbajabiamila, he said that no matter the propaganda of the opposition or anybody, the President will not be distracted and will make sure he takes Nigeria to its promised land.
Well, Mr. Michael, no opposition, no champion. If you have not been opposed by anybody, I don't think champion will also come out of anything. Well, I'm very, very much happy. If you can remember, except I didn't even one can play it back, 2 weeks ago, I said, Obi, Atiku, everybody that wins, fine. I'm very, very much happy for anybody. But I once said that a lot of them are fighting their fundamental human rights. Thank God. And I'm also here, I said it last week, that what we're expecting is not, is it must be contested within the courts. That is one problem we have in Nigeria. But thank God, and I said it here, what we are not happy that every day they are going to court. If this person will be ruled that we affirm as the president of Nigeria, fine and good. But what we are praying is that they should hit the ground running. They should start knowing fully well that we are not after what happened in the Supreme Court. It's now thing of the past. Nobody should come here and tell us history anymore. What happened in 1980? What happened? We are all historians. Most of our viewers here, unless most of them are historians, they know better than we do. Are you getting me? But the point still remains, we are telling you what is happening right now. What we are asking is nothing but if they can hit the ground running, fine and good. That is, I am very, very much happy that Mr. President himself has come out and said that he's going to hit the ground running. It's a welcome development, whether you like it or not. That has been what we have been expecting because Supreme Court have taken much more time. Courts have taken much time on the bodies of most of these presidential candidates that we have. But I'm very, very much happy that Mr. President, thank God, you can be able to see that Nigerians are suffering. You could be able to see that these are places, these are things that you needed to do. If really you needed to put Nigerians together, if really you needed posterity to remember you for the good things you will do, continue to work towards the perfection of Nigeria because we are very, very much happy that Supreme Court cases is over now. Now, whether you like it or not, Nigerians is ours. One Nigeria, we are all one Nigeria. Come together, let's build Nigeria. If there's any expert advice that this young man will also need from most of the aspirants, that doesn't mean Obi and Atiku are not, they can't, whether you like it or not, these politicians, they are friends. Let's forget the fact that we are fighting over within ourselves here. All of them are friends. And there's some experts. It's just, even the Bible said, a fool learns from a wise and a wise learns from a fool. A lot of advice can be given to him by most of these aspirants. Even he himself can also give them most of the advice. So at the end of the day, you find out that Nigerians is moving. So what we're expecting from now on is let's hit the ground running because that is the only thing we're having. One love, Nigeria. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. All right, moving on to Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Michael.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, and how was the weekend?
Excellent.
Excellent, yeah. All right, let's quickly take a look at what we have on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. NLCT using NECA to federal government also in Naira value. They've asked the federal government to take urgent actions to stabilize the currency. Of course, we understand the fact that there was a fall as regards the Naira to the United States dollar. And last week, it was about 1,200 or so. I don't know what it is as we stand now. It's about how much now? I don't know.
I learned to say it's less than 8,000 now from me.
Okay, less than 8,000. But the stability of the currency will go a long way. Michael, am I right?
Yes.
Or stabilizing the currency will go a long way in our economy.
We cannot overemphasize that something has to be done, and I think that is a clarion call that Labour is giving at this time, that government must intervene as a matter of urgency so that the free fall of Naira that we have experienced over the couple of weeks can be contained. Don't forget, it has affected businesses very adversely, and a lot of people are out of jobs. As a result of that, industries cannot cope with the cost of production. Don't also forget the cost of energy is also on the high side. So the combination of some of these, all these negative factors has affected businesses, and that is what Labour is re-emphasizing or re-echoing to government that something has to be done in the immediate, probably to fix the price and probably pay the difference so that the long-term measures that is being put in place in terms of fixing our refineries and all of that can come on stream probably later in the week. But in the immediate, something has to be done, and I think that's what Labour is saying.
All right, let me sympathize with you. What happened to one of your monarchs in Kogi State, the Oyinoyi of Ibira land, passed on the last week. So the president has mourned. The governor of the state, Gbajabiamila, has also mourned. Are you also mourning the Oyinoyi of Ibira land?
Of course, that's the paramount ruler of my place, and I think we it's a morning time for that environment at this time to commensurate with the immediate family now of the monarch, the entire people of Kogi State, of which I'm also part of. Uh, is mourning the demise of the paramount ruler. Yes.
Would you call him a great king? I don't really know much about him until he died. I think he died at the age of 95.
Of course, he did his best, and we wish the community well.
Music quality, well. All right, quickly to the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on his aim to revamp the economy of the country. You are not a novice, you understand, and you know that uh, the Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany was around. I don't know if he has gone. I think he's still around. He visited the president in Aston Villa. They had several talks on the nation. And the president has promised to make sure he delivers on his promises. How soon can we get those promises delivered? Michael.
In terms of how soon, I think the best time should be like yesterday. That is how soon we ought to have started seeing some of those things. Much as I understand that some things are not magical, they won't happen overnight. I understand that part, but that should tell you how much expectation the people have in the current administration in terms of bringing succor to some of their travails. So it can be sooner than even last week. People won't begin to see things coming on stream. We've had a lot of promises. Don't forget we have months of campaign even before the elections and all of that. And most of the campaigns are always full of promises and all of that. So it's time to convert those promises into tangible results. And I think Nigerians are not expecting too much in terms of them seeing those promises manifest as soon as last week.
Labour to storm Imo State, November 1, over non-payment of arrears, non-payment of salaries, and all of that. Do you think that's a good move?
Yes, there's no better way to send signal to such government. I think it is irresponsible of any government not to pay the workforce for like I think 44 months from what I heard, if I'm correct. That's I mean we can't excuse that for any reason. The government should be responsible and alive to our responsibilities. I listened to the Labour leader yesterday as he rolled out that information that some of their members have died in that state as a result of that. The health care of some of their members is in a deplorable state and all of that. So there is no better way to call government to order than to withdraw your services and engage in peaceful protests. I repeat, peaceful protest, which is a right of every citizen. So I'm also aware that the governor of that state has ran to the courts to get an injunction over that strike, and the court has given an injunction that the strike should not come up. So how that pans out, if Labour is going to obey that court order, we look forward to seeing all of that.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. Matthew, let's have you here. Good morning to you.
Madam, Michael,
How was the weekend?
we thank the living God.
You can see, the weekend is showing on you.
By the grace of the living God.
You really enjoyed yourself. The governor that is salary. Governor worth voting for in this election that will be taking place. I'm talking about Hope Uzodinma. This is a person that has been accused of neglecting the welfare of his workers in the state. Do you think he deserves the vote of Imolites?
Though I'm not from Imo State, but it behoves on the governor, not just of Imo State, of any state, to pay workers their salary. Because a man is worthy of his wage from God's point of view. And if you have any genuine reason why we are not paying, you should be able to communicate it in a way that the workers will understand. But if you look at the allegation of embezzlement, misappropriation of funds, consistently, regularly levied against state governments, you feel that they have no justification not paying workers. But over the years, we have had issues with how state governors misappropriate funds meant for local governments. And this runs into billions of naira over time. So what justification would they have not paying workers?
I still ask myself, do you see that he's not getting allocation from the federal government, or he's not generating money from the state, or what?
Igbo State is one of the oil producing states, though they may not produce as much as Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and so on. But at least they get more than other states that do not produce oil, because 30% derivative, what it says is 30% of whatever oil that is explored from your state go to your state. So I don't think the state government is justified to be owing workers' salary.
Yeah, there have been complaints about the free fall of naira, in the country, and the NLC has threatened action to compel the government to prioritize rescue of naira in the country. And again, we've also, the Trade Union Congress has also told the government to take urgent action to stabilize the currency in the country. Of course, we've been saying this for a very long time, and I think it's high time for the government to make sure the needful is done.
Let me tell you that the government know the right thing to do, only that they may not want to do it. The solution is not far-fetched. You would have asked yourself, what was Muhammadu Buhari's government doing that kept dollar at the official window for 471 naira to a dollar before he left office? That is what this government needed to do. You don't give what you don't have. We are not producing to export to earn foreign exchange. You don't earn foreign exchange by fiat, by government policy and all that. That is why government has resorted to start borrowing dollar to address scarcity of dollar. And it's not sustainable. As we speak, our debt to GDP ratio before Tinubu came in is 73.5%. It exposes the economy to volatility. Now, we are seeing a government that have made borrowing one of their priorities. This government has said between now and 2026 that they are going to borrow 26.41 trillion naira. Within the same period of time, they are going to use 29 trillion naira to service debt. What the government needs to do as a matter of urgency is to reverse that naira dollar policy at the official window. The indication of dollar at the official window is premature. We are not producing to export to earn foreign exchange. We are operating on a mono economy. Oil and gas is a major source of foreign earning. It accounts for almost 80% of our foreign earning. And another issue is that we are not refining crude here. We are importing refined product. So anything that happens to crude in the international market affects our pump price here. So if government wants the trend to reverse, the solution is, hence we are not yet producing. Your policy or indication of dollar at the official window should be reversed and kept in abeyance until a time when we start producing to start exporting to earn foreign exchange.
All right, any take home from the visit of German Chancellor Nasuro, the visit he paid to the President, Bola Tinubu? Is there anything you're expecting from that meeting?
Don't forget that the other time when Mr. President went to India for that summit, in company of business moguls in Nigeria, talking about the lives of Jimovia, the lives of Elumelu, the lives of Dangote and all that, they had some engagement with business.
Yes, sir. I heard that some people in this morning, I heard that Mr. President is dancing on it and we are going to see this to now class. We are going to see this to now class.
He said
No.
he told Peter Obi that he will never become president.
No, my own take is this. If you govern well, if you do what is right, we will give you the support. But what we are seeing now is that we are seeing mediocrity playing out in Nigeria today. PDP in 2014 was having $1 for 1.99, and $1 now is how much? $1 is how much? And these were the people that were in opposition that was criticizing PDP then. Let's go to the next paper, sir.
All right, the Nigeria Labour Congress, TUC, have asked the federal government to take urgent actions to stabilize the currency. It's telling hard, it's biting hard on Nigerians.
There is nothing the TUC, there is nothing the Nigerian Labour Congress can do that can solve anything. This government is doing try and error. They don't have any templates. Look at the minister they appointed. About out of the 48, only 1 or 2 is a technocrat. The rest are politicians. Sycophants. Okay, you are talking about the Minister of Finance, coordinating minister, Yemi Edu. What does Yemi Edu have to offer? After he became the Lagos State, since then, did you see any international recognition? They don't have anything to offer us. This government is doing try and error. Let's do this. Let's look at it. Let's look at that. I thought that this government was saying that they have about 120 manifesto how to make Nigeria work. It's a shame on the APC, and it's a big slap. It's a big slap. I told you that I'm just coming out since that judgment. It's a slap on us. The best hands are leaving Nigeria. Go to immigration office. Look at the way people are doing the international. Go to international airport. Look at the way people are jackpying. Look at the way people are running away. Mr. Michael, there is a strong indication that there is nothing this government can use to solve anybody's problem.
Now, away from that, let's quickly move to Imo State. The Nigerian Labour Congress to storm Imo State November 1 over non-payment of arrears, a salary of about 20 months or so. And this is a time the state, is facing election issues. And don't you think this will impede the flow of election in that state? Would there be a peaceful election with the way or with the look of things there?
Well, I actually got a different version. I said last week after the judgment, I was able to listen to. There is one man called Mr. Anyang, which is a Labour, Zenith Labour Party. He said Hope Uzodinma invited him to come and work for him, and he saw the good thing he has done and some other things, that he knows that in most states there are challenges, there are obstacles, there are ups and downs. He said, but the difference between Hope Uzodinma and those former ones were that Hope Uzodinma is trying to better the citizen of Imo State. But that of other governors, they were doing it to better their families. Coming to the payment of salaries, there are questions we need to ask. What are the questions? Number one, Hope Uzodinma, why did he not pay the salary? The revenue they generate in the state, where does it go to? Why is it that now they are crying that it is 20 months salaries they are owing them? That means it's about 1 year, 8 months. So how have they been coping? So and the thing on ground now, and the thing on ground is that the Nigerian Labour Congress should be able to know what is the matter on ground. They should have a dialogue with the governor and see the way forward. That place is already a heated place. It's an election period. Politicians cannot be trusted, but they should stand their ground and collect the money. That's my humble take, sir.
Thank you so much, Felix. Okay, Raphael, before we go, let's quickly talk to you. We have a few minutes to go. Raphael, Imo State is an issue we need to talk about this morning. And how do you see the election in the states? And with the non-payment of salaries, workers, how do you think that election will go? Will there be a peaceful election in the states? Do you see APC coming back to rule in that state with the crisis ongoing in the state?
In Nigeria, anything could be possible. We have seen it over the years. Judging by what happened in the past in Imo State, anything could be possible as well. What we do in Nigeria is no longer democracy, but a selection of some people by some people. The persons that do the selection are from the judiciary section of the three organs of government. It is the judges, Supreme Court judges, Appeal Court judges that are select Nigerians that will be governors, that are select Nigerians that will be president in Nigeria. So this time around, we are no longer children. We are no longer toddlers. We are no longer babies. Anything could happen in Imo State. Once it was obvious to you and I that Emeka Ihedioha was the person that Imolites voted last governorship election in Imo State. But this time around, Hope Uzodinma that came forth become a governor in Imo State. A selection done by Supreme Court holds over there. Are you listening to me? So you're not asking me to know if election will be possible there, if Hope Uzodinma will be back, if APC will retain their position. Let me tell you, it is possible. Hope Uzodinma cannot pay salary because he doesn't stay in Imo State. Hope Uzodinma is the only governor that is governing Imo State from Abuja. A governor of Imo State in Abuja, just like our Simon Ekpa is the prime minister in exile in Finland. Are you listening to me? Scandinavia, Europe country. See, let me tell you, Hope Uzodinma wakes up and what? Sleeps in Abuja every day. So how is he gonna be doing well in Imo State? The salary of those workers there in Imo State is on the line here. Why not pay salary? How could you? Even if you are the one, you wake up in Anambra State, you resume work every day in Lagos State. Even if you are going by supersonic aircraft, every 3 minutes you are here, you are in Abuja. How are you going to perform well? You cannot concentrate. Some persons are in charge, not Hope himself. Hope Uzodinma can never be a computer. He's always a human being, he is. So paying salary will make it bad. Then when you talk about election in Imo State, election might hold there, but it's going to be very bloody. It's going to be very, very bloody because they don't want to see a repetition of what happened in the last 4 years. Last 48 months ago, when the election was peacefully held in Imo State, at the end of the day, Abba Kyari led Supreme Court, made Hope Uzodinma somebody that came forth, somebody that Imo-lite has never been ruled by any other political party since Obasanjo regime. It was PDP still. Tell me why any court in the world should remove PDP, unseat PDP for APC useless, stupid, murderous, sanguinary, bloodthirsty party. Yes, APC is a useless party, is a valueless party, is a heartless party, is a party run by demons and flesh eaters. If APC could be represented as a human being, as I'm talking now, APC is a man without heart, heartless. Anambra State, we know, of course, during Obasanjo regime, 1999, was the PDP. The line, Obi party come back. That is Apuga. The heart of Apuga is Anambra State. They hijacked it. Apuga took it in 2005. That was how Obi became governor of Anambra State. And nobody can do that. Imo State has been that party. PDP. All of a sudden, this man topple it and start killing and maiming, destroying properties, destroying the youths. Imo State that I know that has been first in education in the Federal Republic of Nigeria by and large. Go and study that state and know what is going on. That was why when they asked Obiano during the so-called APC regime of Okorocha about Rochas, Obiano will tell you, say Rochas, that one a governor, that one no be governor. That was the answer Obiano has been given. Because he himself, he tried. Obiano tried. Nothing anybody could accuse Obiano that is visible there. Obiano did well. And listen to me. Then this man now, go and study Imo State. Imo State is bloody. Hope Uzodinma has killed everybody in his community. Hope Uzodinma invited the first military operation to the southeast to kill his kinsmen. Bombardment, heavy bombardment. Nigerian military has not seen anything better thing to do in their life than to go to Imo State, begin to bomb, releasing bomb, while the insurgents are in Sambisa Forest, northeastern Nigeria, killing and maiming, destroying federal government properties and facilities in the northeastern Nigeria. While Igbo nation, a soldier will die. Nigerian military will go to Imo State and kill and finish over 7 communities.
Now,
perceived enemies is enemy of humanity in Imo State is APC. Okay, this election is going to be bloody, ever. Bloodiest election, because if you see the people that are contesting with him now, my brother, they are hardened men. I don't see him coming back. But all I know is that the selection is still going to be done by the so-called Supreme Court justice. The Supreme Court justices, they are going there after this election to select whom they like. If you ask me, the Imolites, they should sit back at their various homes and slums and do what? Drinking tea and eating masala soup, the white soup. Because after standing in the sun, Supreme Court judge, useless bench of lawyers that are 419 advanced fee frauds, they will go there to Imo State and they select one useless man, one useless fucking idiot to take care of Imo State. Are they going to do what? To suffer under the sun again? Mike, you asked me a question and I'm answering you now. That is what I'm doing. That election, if at all, takes place in Imo State, what does it stand for? Does it change anything? What change does it make? That after standing on the sun for hours, at the end of the day, useless judges, stupid judges will go to him and appoint a governor by themselves.
Do you think that will happen this time around?
I am telling you,
Even
if it could happen in presidential election, it can happen during Chancellor, ordinary Chancellor, local LCDA, Chancellor election. It can happen. You're asking me something that happened federal level, something that happened 4 years ago. Abba Kyari led Supreme Court judges, made hope on the man that was fought. Number one.
And don't you think INEC is getting ready for the election in Imo State?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a rhetoric question. INEC is just coming there as a stooge, figurehead. Which INEC is independent electoral commission? Independent Nigeria body. They are not. INEC isn't. INEC conducted the election illegally, illegitimately. At the end of the day,
in Imo
the people
State
that
or across
can,
Nigeria,
they are not independent. Federal government, Tinubu controls INEC. Tinubu appointed Mahmoud. Tinubu appointed those judges. Tinubu appointed the bench of judges that gave him power at the S-Court, Supreme Court. So what are we saying? The best thing is that there should be no election in Imo State. Everybody will sit put. Because at the end of the day, judges will come and appoint governor for themselves.
if there's no election in Imo State,
If there's no election, fine.
how would they pick?
Oga, if there's no election, is it not better? We know that the first state whereby no election was held for the first time in history of Nigeria. Things that is happening in this
state
regime.
to move forward.
Thank you so much. It
No
must move
election
forward.
in
In Nigeria, everything is possible. It is better. It is better.
Not to conduct an election.
Are you not hearing from me? Say it's better.
In the states.
It's like people are following my heart. I'm speaking people's heart here. You see him. He says it's better not to conduct. Thank you. It is better. Mike, if I could be there now, say let me change my PVC. Let me go and see what will happen there. I'm a 3 hours there. Some useless, stupid Supreme Court judges, some idiots, some killers, some witches and wizards that call themselves Supreme Court judges, they will select by themselves. Are we not doing selection in Nigeria instead of the so-called democracy? See, democracy, we are wasting our time in Nigeria because Nigeria is one kind country whereby you kill them, cut to their neck, they will stay there. You cheat, poo-poo on their head, poo-poo, cheat, stooling on their head, Nigerians will be looking.
All right, Raphael, we
Mike,
appreciate
let me tell you, you must appreciate me because I'm saying the truth. You must learn to appreciate me tomorrow. No, you just started appreciating me. This one you're appreciating me is too small for me. You must appreciate me tomorrow. See, let me tell you, Mike, nothing is working well in Nigeria. The best thing for Bayelsa people is to go and sleep. Because at the end of the day, some judge, Bayelsa!
Kogi State as well.
Thank you, I don't know. It has been written now who will rule the Kogi State.
The 3 states.
Name PC states. They don't write to Ododo. Ododo was a choice made by the ruling governor, Yaya Bello. In Bayelsa, it has written who is going to favor you, Jonathan. Jonathan will name the person. Supreme Court judges. Maybe all the lay will come back soon from the UK to tell the Supreme Court judges who is going to rule Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi State, respectively. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Raphael. We appreciate you for coming on board to air your own view concerning the situation in the country. All right, let me quickly acknowledge the presence of our viewers across the globe. We have Taiwo Odunlade on the platform, Moses Shonombi. Thank you so much for joining us. Damian Osaz is here. Wisdom Indidi is here. Taiwo Odunlade, okay. Moruyi Wellington is here. Udeze Chima, thanks for joining us. We have King Henry saying good morning to everyone. Thank you so much, King Henry. Gladys Yabo. We have many viewers watching us from different countries right now. And on these notes, I say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, I have Malik. That's my videographer, doing a wonderful job there. All right, social media handles are right on the screen. You can also join me at Michael Adekunle on all social media handles. But on TikTok, Mike Flip TV. On TikTok, Mike Flip TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow is another day. That's Tuesday. Bye for now.